Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Previously introduced, my name is Habib Husen Al Hadhi with the study ID number 34. In this video, this is to fulfill the midterm exam assignment in the Islamic Business Economic course. Here, I will explain the murabahah contract to the KCKS PMT Usaha Arta Sejahtera Company in Bojonegoro. Just go to the first discussion. The first explanation is the company profile. Baitul Mal wa Tanwil or PMT Usaha Arta Sejahtera Bojonegoro Syariah Financial Service Cooperative began operation in early March 2014 with 7 managers and 500 members. Currently, the assets of the Bojonegoro branch office have reached more than 900 billion rupiah, with a very comfortable office and complete facilities. The vision of PMT UAS Bojonegoro itself is improve the quality of member worship so that they can act as Khalifah of Allah. And the mission of PMT UAS Bojonegoro, namely the first, to apply Syariah principle in economic activities, empower micro-entrepreneur, and foster agniya or rich care for the duafa or the poor in a partnered and sustainable manner. The second, encourage work professionalism in an atmosphere that is conducive to producing the best performance and trustworthiness. The latter, releasing PMT UAS as the main cause of Islamic financial institution in the small, medium, and micro business segment. The second discussion, namely business scheme. An explanation of this schematic, namely PMT Usaha Arta Sejahtera Bojonegoro and customer negotiate the sale and purchase transaction plan to be implemented. Negotiation point include the type or goods to be purchased, the quality of the goods, and the selling price. Next, PMT UAS Bojonegoro conduct sell and purchase agreement with customer, where the PMT UAS Bojonegoro act as the seller and the customer as the buyer. In the sale and purchase agreement, the goods to be the object of this sale and purchase are determined. The goods that are the object of sale and purchase that have been selected by the customer, and the selling price of the goods. Next, on the basis of a contract carried out between the PMT UAS Bojonegoro and the customer, the PMT UAS Bojonegoro buys goods from the supplier or seller. Purchase made by this PMT UAS Bojonegoro are in accordance with the wish of the customer as stated in the contracts. Next, the supplier send the goods to the customer on the order of the PMT UAS Bojonegoro. Next, the customer receive the goods from the supplier and receive a document of ownership of the goods. Next, after receiving the goods and document, the customer makes the payment. The payment that is usually made by customer is by installment. The third discussion, namely the legal basis used. The legal basis used by PMT UAS Bojonegoro is the murabahah akad. Murabahah is the sale and purchase of goods at the original price with an additional agreed profit. The seller must provide a price for the product he purchased and determine a level of profit in addition. the last discussion, namely testimonial from customer. One of the customer from PMT UAS Bojonegoro is Mr. Munajat. Mr. Munajat is a coconut trader at Sumberjo Market. Submit a request for financing in the form of a coconut grinder for his trading net in the market. Mr. Munajat has an address at Sambaran Village at the SIG or RW1 Kanor Bojonegoro district. PMT UAS Bojonegoro disbursed 2 million rupiah and is subject to a margin as an obligation that must be paid by the customer, namely Mr. Munajat, to PMT UAS Bojonegoro in the amount of 1,500 rupiah and a reserve of 500 rupiah. The margin and reserve is 2,000 rupiah. Then 2,000 times 100 days equal 200,000 rupiah. And payment are mode and installment by 100 installment using the daily installment system, with an installment of 22,000 rupiah every day. By using the Murabah contracts agreement with a date of realization of 15 July 2016 and the date of 15 January 2017. So many explanation from me about the Murabah contract at PMT Usaha Arta Sejahtera in Bojonegoro. More or less I apologize professionally. Wallahu muwafiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.